The wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Out of the gun. It's Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
His kick is
and that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
7-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now the dump off here complete. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
8-yard line.
Now Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady again here on second and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fights loose. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always say the term complementary football, because as you know, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has helped them out. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And 12 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
For the Falcons.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, 79 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Brian Hill, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And he is all the way past the 25. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Play action, now it's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jr. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams. And now there's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Good kickoff for Atlanta.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
from the gun on third down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Evans, once again, the intended receiver. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Evans, once again, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. This is Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as...
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at the 50. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That one goes for 24 yards. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Jones.
A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. The PAT will extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The 41-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Kaepernick. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. They got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It's a pickup of 17 there. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Hill, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And he'll go down back at the 12. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. A pass there over the middle to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Taken in at the 22. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Davis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And now here's another interception. Davis picks it, and this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
22-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 15-yard line.
Second and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 15 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Falcons 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's second down. To throw again, Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Well, this is intercepted, intended for him. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bucs, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.